My name's Ahmari Jones. I'm 18, and the sport I play is soccer.
Now, Mr. Jones, obviously, what level of schooling are you in currently at the moment?
Well, I actually currently just graduated from Bishop McNamara High School here in Forestville, Maryland. So currently, I'm just, this is my senior summer. So just, yeah.
Oh, so you were the WCAC, I presume, yes.
Yeah. WCAC.
Awesome, because that's where I went to school. So
Mm.
I know that could be a rather tough division to play at any sport, any level. What about
Yeah,
the DMV?
definitely. Yeah, it was definitely. I actually went to Riverdale Baptist High School my first 2 years, and it was definitely a switch to say the least from that league to WCAC.
When was actually the first time you became interested in playing soccer, or just soccer as a whole?
Well, I think definitely when I was younger, around sixth or seventh grade, my father actually used to make me, you know, play a sport in middle school, and I didn't want to play football. So I kind of just gravitated towards soccer. But I really technically didn't enjoy it until I'd say about my eighth grade year. So I'd say about 14, 15. Um, due to the fact, I don't know, it kind of just, I just started liking it. But definitely my sixth and seventh grade year, I didn't really enjoy it. So I'd say around 14, 15 was when I started to enjoy it.
All right, and based on some prior knowledge, I have reason to believe that you've actually participated and played other sports on a competitive level.
Yeah, I actually played basketball for a while. I know you know that for a fact. But yeah, I played a lot of basketball when I was younger, growing up. That was my main sport. I played a little bit of football, but not much. But yeah, it was definitely basketball. That was a major sport that I played.
Based off of you playing basketball before then kind of transition into soccer, when officially did you kind of begin to focus specifically on soccer as your main sport?
Well, I think around but the summer between my eighth to ninth grade year, I'd say that's when I kind of just decided to lock in with soccer. I actually ended up getting hurt when I was playing basketball my eighth grade year, and I was like, I don't know, I just kind of stopped playing after that, and that's when I really decided to kind of focus in on soccer.
And currently, in terms of your soccer career, what team or club do you currently play for in the area?
Well, I actually just got done playing. I played for Barca Academy in Northern Virginia. So I basically played for them, but I don't currently play for anybody right now, as the season's ended. But
Would you say you had a pretty successful season by your standards?
I'm always one to always want more in that regards, but I think it'd be fair to say that we had a pretty successful season.
Now, obviously, talking with you beforehand, I think you told me, if I remember, that you had some clubs overseas or some tryouts you recently had. Do you care to expand on any of those experiences?
Yeah, well, actually, through the Barca Academy, I was able to secure a tryout with a first division team in Gibraltar, and so they play in Europa League and Champions League, depending on where they rank in their current league. So I got a tryout with them over my spring break, and I just recently actually got a call from them saying that they wanted me to come back for preseason with them, which is about a month. And after that, there's a possibility I could be receiving some type of contract or something of that nature.
All right, so you're definitely trying to go pro, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
So, in terms of your game specifically, what do you think is the best part of your game specifically as a soccer player?
I'd say definitely it would be around focus more about like the mental aspect of the game, as well as like my leadership skills. For anyone that's played with me, they know that I'm a very vocal guy when I play. Contrary to how I am off the field, which is pretty quiet, but when I'm playing, I'm usually the one organizing the team, leading the team, talking, making sure that everybody's doing their thing and doing my thing as well. So I definitely say my leadership qualities on the field would definitely be some of my better qualities.
All right, and in terms of maybe improvements or parts of your game you would like to get better at, what are some of those that you're kind of working on this off season?
Well, personally, I feel as though you can never, you know, rest, or there's no oh, I'm done working on this. I mean, even players like Ronaldo, Messi, they're still, you see videos of them even now in their off season, working on specific things or just working in general on the same things that we as younger players work on, just at a higher level. So I mean, I think definitely just getting, working with the ball, different drills like that, controlling the ball. I think that's a really big thing. Soccer, being able to use my feet to maneuver the ball in different ways. I definitely feel as though just continuing to, I guess as a soccer player say, getting a better relationship with the ball. So just continue just touching the ball every day, things like that.
And certainly, we always know that hard work in any sport pays off. So he certainly got the right mindset for it.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of anything, maybe physically, in terms of workouts you're trying to do, is there anything you're kind of focusing on with your body that you're trying to better yourself for your career?
Yeah, it's actually funny that you asked that because just recently, I've been having problems with my back, my lower back. I've been having like strains and stuff in my lower back, and so I've been trying to just strengthen like my core, and also just as being 18, usually a lot of the guys that I play against are, I mean, for example, I had this tryout or trial this weekend in New York, sorry, and a lot of the guys, I was the youngest guy there. A lot of the guys are 24, 25, 28, and a lot of them are pretty built. So I think one thing, I was actually talking with my trainer and my father too, where I was just, for me personally, just getting like working on my chest, my upper body strength, as well as my core too. I mean, I think I have pretty solid like lower body, but just working on my core and my upper body is something that I'm starting to do more of now.
Right now, what do you think is the thing you would be most excited about experiencing if you were able to make it onto one of those clubs?
Well, I think that one of the biggest things would be just living in another area. Having been to Europe quite a few times now, I've really had a grown a love for the country and the people there and the way of life, especially the food even too. But just getting a better, getting more time to live there and know the people. I think that the environment there is really conducive for soccer players. The culture there is completely different. And I mean, as you know, like here, soccer isn't necessarily the biggest thing. I know it's starting to grow, but it's still got a long way. Um, Contrary to over in Europe, where soccer is, or as they say, football is the center of a lot of things there. And experiencing that was one of the best things that I did while I was over there. So I think definitely one of my more positive things would be, just being in that culture, being surrounded by that 24/7.
Is there anything maybe you're possibly worried about in terms of playing overseas with a professional club?
Um, I mean, I think that I don't know if worried would be the right word for that. I'd say, I mean, this is what I want to do with my life. So I've taken a lot of time and thought about exactly the, specifics that go with that. But I think that, I mean, always I'm still like what 18, so being away from home is something that, I mean, even just kids who go to college experience things similar to that. So I mean, being away from home every once in a while, you might get a little homesick or anything like that. But I mean, still being able to come home for breaks and things like that every once in a while would be nice. So I mean, worries, I wouldn't particularly say that, but just remembering where I came from, my family, things like that. Yeah.
As far as maybe any goals, whether they be short term or long term, that you set for yourself, would you like to share any of them that you're kind of either striving toward that you set for yourself?
Well, short term, it would definitely be, first of all, signing that professional contract. I remember I told my father that when I signed my contract, I'd get a tattoo behind my ear of the Roman numeral date of when I did that. That's something that, I mean, I'm really big into tattoos, but definitely getting that one. I'm saving that one for when I sign that contract. So just signing that and also making like the first team, like being the starting 11, things like that, small goals like that, being the starting 11, consistently playing, maybe man of the match, things of that nature. But definitely long term would definitely be winning the Champions League eventually. That'd be amazing. I mean, just watching it. I mean, I got into soccer late, but even still, watching some of the great players, play in different Champions League games, Barcelona, PSG, Real Madrid, which is my favorite team. But yeah, watching them and just being able to be on that stage. I mean, I see a lot of like players sometimes that are over there. For example, Liverpool won, and the outside back for their team, Trent Alexander, basically he used to be a ball boy for the team, and ended up being one of the instrumental players in them winning their final. So anything like that, that'd be just a dream come true. As well as that, but also the World Cup. I mean, I think Ronaldo said it best when winning something for your country is just it's different than winning something with your team, with your club. And I mean that's coming from a guy who has plenty of individual awards as well as team Champions Leagues, all those things. So those would definitely be some long and short term goals.
Right now, specifically, what is the next step in the process for you as a soccer player?
Well, I think the next step is definitely always just improving my game, continuing to advance. Not only technically, but mentally as well, because that's a really big part of the game. Being able to handle no's, things of that nature. Being turned down, but just improving mentally, physically, technically, just rounding myself out as a player, looking to make that jump into the next level, always working hard, and just keeping the faith, that God's got me with whatever I'm gonna do, and just continue to improve.